Today we're going to take a look at a couple of brand new earbud sets from the Rosewill music line. They're a new release to market and they're labeled as high resolution audio earbuds. Today we're having a look at the EX500 and we also have the EX700. They're hybrid two-way in-ear headphones. Looking at the side of the box, let's start with the EX500s. They list a frequency range that is 20 to 40,000 kilohertz. It comes in around 19 grams and it has a gold-plated plug. Looking over at the EX700, it has a frequency range of 20 to 40,000 kilohertz and they're a little bit lighter, coming in at 16 grams, and it also has a gold-plated plug. Let's turn our attention first to the EX500s from the Rosewill music line. They claim to offer true sound delivery with extra wide range. It combines the dynamic driver with an innovative ceramic tweeter, and the EX500 delivers high fidelity and low distortion sound with impressive bass response. Specifications on this unit: the driver unit is a hybrid. It has one ceramic driver and one 10mm dynamic driver. It has a sensitivity of 98 dB. The frequency response, as mentioned, is 20 to 40,000 Hz, and the THD is less than 1% at 1 kHz. It has an impedance of 33 ohms, and its rated input is 1 milliwatts, and the mic sensitivity is minus 42 dB, with a cord length of almost 4 feet at 3.93. Turning our attention to the EX700s, they feature true sound delivery with extended range. They combine a dynamic driver with a balanced amateur driver. The EX700 truly delivers the high fidelity, low distortion sound and powerful bass enjoyment through extra wide band range from 20,000 to 40,000 kilohertz. It depicts on the packaging how it comes with a little pouch containing the earbuds. The specifications on this is that it's a hybrid design containing one 8mm dynamic driver plus one BA. Sensitivity is 102 decibel. Frequency response is 20 to 40,000 kilohertz, and the THD is less than 1% at 1 kilohertz. The impedance on this unit is 26 ohms. It's rated for 1 milliwatt, and the mic sensitivity is minus 42 dB, and the cord on these is also right around 4 feet at 3.93. So as we previously mentioned, both the EX500 and EX700 offer hybrid driver units. They have inline control and mic, a less tangled line cable. It comes with patented ear tips and also a pouch for portability. So let's go ahead and unbox the EX earbuds and see what we have inside. The EX500 and the EX700 actually have a different style to each of them. The EX500s have a large round can on the back of them, whereas the EX700s have a more narrow can and appear longer, it seems. Both items come with a quick guide talking about how to use them. The specifications are once again listed inside. It talks about how to use the cord and what clicks will activate what features, and of course it comes with safety instructions as well as a thank you for purchasing and the toll-free technical support number. And as previously mentioned, the earbuds come in a nice little pouch with the Rosewill logo embossed on it. Make sure you take care to removing the earbuds from the plastic housing, as they are a tight fit and taped in. We can see that you get an assortment of plug tips, so depending on the shape of your ear, you have different sizes that are going to help ensure a snug fit in your ear canal. You'll notice that they have a bit more of a weight to them over like a cheaper style earbud. The EX500s have a bluish brushed gunmetal look to them, and they are labeled left and right, and they come pre-installed with tips on them already. Popping one of them off gives us a look at the protective screen over the driver, and you can see that they are designed with an ergonomic angle on the flute. The Rosewill music label is also printed on each earbud. Popping open the pouch, we can see that the interior is lined to help prevent with scratching of the earbuds. The braided cord is almost 4 feet long. There's an inline control box. It's not really obtrusive, and it controls the phone and the music player functions. There's a rather well-balanced split between earbud section and the rest of the cord, with a nice connector. Almost half of the length is dedicated to the earbud sections, allowing a nice freedom of movement around your head. And the generous length cord ends with a 90-degree, gold-plated 3.5mm input. Now turning our attention to the EX700s, they are packaged in a similar fashion. They are made to have a similar brushed metal look to them. They also carry the Rosewill music logo, and they are labeled left and right as well. The EX700s also come with a foam board containing optional ear tips for that perfect fit. Here's a look at the tube screen, and we can see it's actually larger in diameter than the 500s. And the flute on the EX700 are straight versus the angled approach on the EX500s. The EX700s are packaged in the same way as the EX500s. They come in a leather pouch, offer similar length of cord, and the same control switch for your phone and player needs. So that's the unboxing out of the way of the EX500 and 700 series hybrid in-ear headphones from Rosewill's music line. Let's go ahead and give them a listen and just see how good the Rosewill music line really is.
Rosewill earbuds. The main thing I look for in an earbud is comfort. Most of the time, I compromise sound quality for that comfort because I often fall asleep while something is streaming through Netflix, and I hate to feel like I'm jamming something into my head while trying to get my beauty rest. So when my husband got 2 sets of earbuds from Rosewill to review, I stole them both to put them through their paces. He doesn't really hear like I do, and if you ever have gamed with him, you know he plays with no sound at all. I don't get it. Frankly, if that's someone's version of okay, I just didn't think that he would do these products justice. The first set is the Rosewill EX500. It's a big step up in quality from what I've been using. Mine came with my phone, and I will let you use your imagination on the specs from there. Popping them out of the box, it was very clear that I was about to enter a brand new world. The new cord was much better and felt less flimsy. The box told me it wouldn't tangle as much, but we'll just see about that. One good menopausal hot flush and a nightmare or two of mine, and any cord can be tangled like an old wall-mounted telephone cord circa 1975. The cord is almost 4 feet long, too, so now I can walk around the house with my tablet and not end up hunched over like Quasimodo on a bad day. There, of course, are different sizes and colors of ear tips to get a quality fit. I chose the best ones for my ears, plugged those suckers in, and was promptly surprised by all the sounds I could hear that my previous buds couldn't pick up. I was worried that I had to turn up my volume significantly on my tablet. But once my ever-patient husband explained the higher input impedance, whatever that is, I let it go and just listened. And I heard things that I hadn't heard before in my favorite shows. As I listened away and drifted off to sleep, I thought that Rosewill was really onto something fantastic. When I woke up the next morning, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't feel like I'd been trussed up in the middle of the night like a calf at the finals of a national rodeo. No tangles, no strangles, and the earbuds were still in my ears. This is a huge bonus. Sadly, though, the design of these earbuds left little bruises on my ears where my pillow smashed them into my head. I think it was the angle of it that prevented me from being able to find these comfortable, and after all, the human head weighs 8 pounds. Because I love the sound of them so much, though, I promptly relegated these to my waking earbuds for drowning out my husband's weekly online racing and when he starts to sound like any adult in a Peanuts movie. That's only when he's explaining computer and tech stuff to me, which is pretty much all the time. When my sweet guide told me that the EX700s were even better in sound, still had the Tangle-Free Cord, and had a different earbud design, I was super excited. I gave my ears a couple of days to get over the bruising, and I tried again. I chose the right ear tips and put these magical little things into use. The sound was even better. I expectedly don't have the technical words to explain all this stuff, but really, who cares about that? You can read the box or the specs on any website and get what you need to know. What I want to know when I buy something is, how will it affect my life for the better? I like sound that has depth and that doesn't present as a flat wall. These very reasonably priced earbuds offer a sound that is rich in texture and definitely offers a sense of movement. There is a clarity to the sound with no buzzing and no hissing. I drifted off in blissful slumber and awoke to not only a completely tangle-free cord, but to no pain in my ears, and that was a huge win. My husband sleeps with a sleep apnea mask, and it is often like being in bed next to Darth Vader and his respirator breathing. The first night I used the EX700s, I knew that Rosewill had hit pay dirt because the Death Star could have exploded next to me and I would not have heard a thing. The noise canceling and the richness of the sound enveloped me in my own perfect little world. I'm still pretty ecstatic about the EX700s after about a month of daily use, and I think you will be as excited too.
There we go. We have Skitch's review of the EX500 and the EX700 hybrid in-ear headphones, or earbuds as they're commonly known. She told you what she liked about them and what she didn't. I find that the EX500s, because of their size, were no problem for my ears, but then again I have larger ears than hers. She really preferred the sleeker design of the EX700s. She did notice a bit better quality in these ones here, but for somebody like me who's probably not got as good a hearing as she likes to claim, The EX500s put out great sound. They were loud, and definitely either one of these would be my choice. For example, on a flight, for the noise canceling that they provide, they're really, really excellent. I want to say thanks to Rosewill for providing the products for review, and we'll catch you in the next one. Who knows? We might see more Skidget there. All depends if you like and if you sub. So hit that like button. There we go. Thanks, everybody. Take care. I want to say thanks to Rosewill for providing the products